Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of New Start Monday Knits. I am Louise, and if this is the first time you're here this week, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who are here every week, I am hoping that you're grabbing your knitting and getting comfy for an hour long. We always chat for an hour. I'd show you the yarn that you guys all voted for this week, what the winning yarn is, and what my idea is going to be for it this week, for what the project is going to be. We'll chat a little bit about last week's project, anything else that I worked on, and what you guys are working on. We can chat about that. I tried really hard for a finish this week, so we will get to the finish. That was last week's project, so we'll get to that shortly and see how I did. So, okay, hold on. I'm just the chat here. There we go. Hi, Susanna and Sally. And Susanna, did I say Susanna, Sally, Ann? Hi, ladies. How are you? Okay, so voting for this week. Voting for this week. So I just got to fix this a little bit, I think. Okay, 2 balls of yarn from my stash. I need another quick Christmas gift. I every year I always say this is going to be the year I start my Christmas knitting earlier. Every year, I do not do that. Every year, I do not do that. So, in typical fashion, it is now 2 weeks before Christmas, and I am thinking about all the extra little things that I want to knit. Not the things that I should knit, not the things that I have already got started, that are half finished, that I should be thinking about how many hours more I need to knit on those to get them actually finished. I'm thinking about, what could be really quick? What would be a nice little extra gift I could just sneak in? Hats. Hence the hats and the voting this week. So I took a look in my stash. Last year, I bought a bunch of this Woolies Thick and Quick because I really, really like it. And so I bought a good selection of colors and I made a few hats, but I didn't make as many as I wanted to. So I thought this year I'm going to see how many hats I can get done between now and Christmas. So you guys are kicking off this little bit of a hat knitting kick here. This yarn, I'm sure I bought last year. This yarn here, this is Metropolis, this black and gray. I'm not even sure if that is still offered. I kind of think it is, or something similar is, I'm sure. But this has been in my stash for a really, really long time. And I think this must be the old ball band because I'm sure that this is the new one. So you can tell one's been around for a lot longer. This has been around for a while, and I have I probably have a sweater quantity of this, and I think that's why I had never knit it before was because I was always waiting for a sweater. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, "Ooh, this might have been good for our 2-week sweater challenge in February," except that I'm challenging myself to do worsted weight, not super bulky. So no, this wouldn't do for the sweater challenge for this year. So I'm going to knit it into hats because I've got it and I need to knit it. And if I ever decide to do a sweater out of it, I will just have to go get more. Easy solution to that. So Metropolis was one option. Jam cookie. Jam cookie. It does kind of look like jam. I don't know. Does it look like cookies and jam to you? It sounds like a really fun name, doesn't it? So these are the two that you guys were voting for. So you can vote. I had a couple people ask over the last few weeks how many times you can vote. You can vote as many places as you want to go on social media. So you have options of Instagram stories, Instagram feed post, and Wildflower Wool's Facebook page. You can go vote over there too. So if you really, really, really want something to win, you do have 3 options to go go vote. So this is the 2. These will be ribbed hats like I did. Oh, actually, just like this one. I still have it sitting here. This was from, did I show you this one finished last week or the week before? So this was the Arctic Ice colorway. Still the Lion Brand Thick and Quick. So it's a super bulky. See what it says on the ball band. Does it give us a number? It says a 6. It says a 6 super bulky. So I used a 7 millimeter needle and a 9 millimeter needle. So knits that really, really, really quick. Really quick. Okay, hello to everybody. I see. Um, let's see who else is here. So, ah, Haley without the H, so like Ailey. Ailey, hello, welcome. Jocelyn's here. Val is here. Oh, what does this Jocelyn say? So you're saying we need to do a Christmas in July secret craft off challenge? Probably. Hi, Liz. Hi, Sam. Hi, Nikki. Kim. Hi, ladies. Okay, so I will tell you the winning yarn. It was maybe not. One definitely, it wasn't down to, it was more like, I think there was about 12 votes. The winning yarn won by about 12 votes. So, Metropolis Jam Cookie. Liz is giving me the drum roll, so that is a sign for me to tell you this week's cast on is going to be, drum roll, Jam Cookie. And I don't know if you guys voted for this because you actually like the yarn or if you like the name, because a lot of people were saying if there's cookie in the title, count me in. And I have to tell you, I bought this mostly because the name. I like the yarn because that's what obviously caught my attention on the shelf was I liked it. And you guys know I'm not a real red person, but this little bits of flecks of red with the beigey brown, I really, really liked it. And it does kind of remind me of those jam-filled cookies or thumbprint cookies. My mom always makes thumbprint cookies. So just a basic white cookie. I don't know. Does she actually use her thumb? Probably. Puts a little dip in the center, puts some jam in the center. Looks a lot like that, doesn't it? So anyways, I know. And then when I pulled it off the shelf and I saw, always have to look for the name, right? And Jam Cookie, it was like, wow, definitely have to knit that. So I'm excited. So I have knit a hat with this in the past and it knits up really, really nice. So for those of you who haven't seen it knit up, I will show you the finished hat next week for sure, because this has to get done this week. And it's so quick and easy. I'm going to do exactly what I did for this hat, which was long tail cast on, 44 stitches on a 7 millimeter needle for about 2 inches, and then switch to the 9 millimeter needle and then go until I think I did 8.5. I might do a little bit more just so they can be folded up if wanted, and then do some increases or decreases. 3 rounds of decreases, and knit 2 together, knit all the knit stitches together, round. The next round is purl the 2 purl stitches together, and then the final round, I think it was a slip, knit 2 together, pass the slip stitch over so that the knit columns just came together in a nice little tidy point up at the top. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I do apologize because I think I said last week I was going to type that out in the description box down below last week's video, and I don't think I did. So I will try to do that tonight. So if anybody else wants to knit along, you can, because they make super quick and warm gifts or stocking stuffer for yourself if you're in need of a new hat. So, oh, Sally, you love the colors. I know. I really like it too. It's very fun. Very fun. Oh, Liz says, yep, use the thumb. Okay, did I totally miss something there? Oh, we have jam cookies here in the UK called Jammy Dodgers. Okay. See, we must all kind of have the same thing no matter where we are, right? Just call them different things. Fun. Yes. So thumbprint cookies. Maybe I'll have to wear a jam cookie hat to Christmas dinner to match dessert. Anything's possible. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. And I've had my needle. Oh, it just just fell on the floor. But I've got my needle because let me grab it. There we go. So I've got a long magic loop needle, 7 millimeters, and what is that? A US 10.75. So this is what I'm going to start with. This is also what I knit. Oh, I'm giving it away. I'm giving it away. Okay. Okay, I might as well just say it. I have a finish because there's nothing on this needle. I I was gonna say this is what I knit last week's project on, and as you can tell, it is not on the needle anymore. Um, so let me show it to you. Let me grab it. So, anyways, this is what the hat's gonna be knit on. Magic loop for that 2 inches. I just kind of eyeball it till I think it looks about right. I don't know, an inch and a half, 2 inches, 2 and a quarter, whatever you really want. My ribbing, like, well, on a ribbed hat, kind of what would be the cuff, a little bit of the ribbing, just a little smaller, just so it pulls in even a little bit more. But, anyways, here it is. Here it is. So remember these balls? Trying to find here. These were the balls from last week that you guys voted on. This is the Craft Shetland Tweed that I knit in the mistake rib. I had initially thought I was going to knit it single, one strand of yarn, two balls, and make a really long cowl that I could wrap, double or triple wrap, depending on how long it was going to be. And then a couple of you very, very smart thinking knitters left me messages and they said, Louise, are you going to hold the double? Are you going to knit with two strands together? And my first thought was no, because I had it in my head, single strand, it's a worsted weight yarn. And I was just going to do it on like a 5 millimeter needle. But then a couple more people left me messages saying, you should hold it double. Because I could read between the lines when what else the next part of that sentence is, so you can get it finished. And the more I thought about it, and I thought about it being more of a chunky stitch, I was like, I really, really like that idea. So that's what I did. So thank you guys for giving me that little push in that direction because I'm really, really happy that I did. So I had two, oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like forever dropping things. Sorry about that. I will just hold on to it a little more securely. Maybe that's what I need to do. So I had two balls of this Craft Shetland Tweed, 100% Shetland wool. We talked a little bit about this yarn last week because a lot of people voted for it because they wanted to see it knit up. And we talked a bit about how it felt soft. And you guys, for the life of me, I don't find this picky. Maybe a smidge. I feel like okay, now I'm just thinking I have to stop talking so I can I guess maybe so I can think if I'm feeling it picky, but when I'm talking, I don't feel it really itchy. Maybe there's a teeny tiny little bit, but it's not too bad. So and Amber was here last week and she said she likes really soft yarn and she has knit with this. So basically she was saying, it has to be soft if I've knit it and I wear it. I was knitting at a friend's house on the weekend and she really cannot wear wool. So I was knitting this and I whipped the ball out of my bag and I'm like, here, like feel this. This because I think I'm always hoping I can find something that she is going to say, oh, I could think I could actually wear this, right? I thought I had it. And I gave it to her. She picked the ball up, she held it, and she was like, "Oh my god." And I could like instantly tell from the look on her face that and I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "How do you think that is soft?" And And anyways, I guess to somebody who has a wool allergy or is really, really sensitive, this is maybe still not your cup of tea, but I don't know. It feels pretty nice to me. So, um, oh, I see lots of chats going on. That's great. Oh, so a lot of people were having sound troubles, it looks like, but there's some been restarting of computers. So hopefully that solved all your problems. So, anyways, this is what I had left over. Just obviously the balls weren't quite. There was a little more yardage in this ball, but that's all right. So, what I did, held both strands together and I used my 7 millimeter needle. I cast on and I did the mistake rib. So you need to knit this flat. You need a multiple of 4 stitches because you've got 2 knits, 2 purls. Knits, 2 purls, and you end with 3 stitches, 2 knits and a purl. And then when you turn it around, you've ended with 1 purl, you turn it around, you've got a knit and 2 purls, but you actually start out knit 2, purl 2. So that shifts your knit 2, purl 2, 1 stitch, but not enough. It doesn't make seat stitch like you might think it would. This is what you get. It's a really, really soft and squishy, really highly textured pattern. I love it. It's one of my favorite stitches. Really nice and stretchy, really soft and squishy. Really, really like it. So when I started out, I had no idea how far my yardage was going to go. So I did start out with a provisional cast on. So if you remember, if you saw some of my Instagram posts when I post this, you would have seen on this end. Oh, well, maybe it doesn't matter. One end, whatever end I started on, this end, 'cause this is where all my tails are. So I cast on, I had pink yarn in here. I used waste yarn and the crochet hook provisional cast on because I was still thinking I was going to join it as an actual cowl. But in the end, I decided to use all the yarn and I didn't have enough to wrap twice. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Sorry, my hair's really bugging me tonight. And so I decided to use all the yarn. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to do this. I'm just going to put this edge on this end, this end to this edge, and I'm going to look. I just pulled out these buttons. I'm going to see what I have for buttons. So I think I'm not going to actually, these are not going to be functional. They're just going to be decorative. So I'm going to tack this down and right up here in the center. And then I'm going to put buttons on here. I did this with another cowl. That one was a cabled cowl and I really liked it with the buttons. I don't think I need 3 buttons, do I? This one here in the center, I would almost have to do 4, wouldn't I? Which I could do, but maybe I'll just do that. So this is what I'm going to do. So I started with the provisional cast on because I didn't know how much yardage I had, and I was hoping it would stretch long enough that I could have done it enough to wrap it twice, and then I would have did a graft on here. But in the end, I knew I didn't because I knit, I don't know, I knit a little bit in the pattern and I weighed the yarn. So I knew how many grams I had used and measured how many inches I had. Then just did that little bit of math to see how many grams I was taking for 1 inch of the pattern. And I had 200 grams, did that math, and I knew it was going to come out to be about 33 inches. And it did. It might be a little bit longer, but it was pretty close. I checked it a couple of times as I was going, weighed it, and did the math, and I was pretty much on track. It was one time where I was hoping that my math had been off and that I was getting more inches for the yarn that I was knitting, but it ended up pretty much right on to that 33. Might be 34 or something, but it was pretty close. Not enough to double it. So what I did was in the end, when I cast off, I just cast off in pattern. And I did decrease a couple of stitches just so it wouldn't flare out as much on the end. And then I came back here to my fancy provisional cast on that I thought I was so smart remembering to do, because lots of times when I do a provisional cast on or I want to do one, I just get so excited about starting the project and I cast on and then I'm like, darn. Or I'll do the provisional cast on and remember that I did not do the provisional cast on in waste yarn, which is always a problem because you like to need to see that waste yarn when you take it out. So, anyways, here I was all prepared. I had my waist yarn, I had my crochet hook. I remembered to do that I wanted to do the provisional cast on, and then I didn't even need it. So, darn, picked up my live stitches, added on some more of my main color, and cast off. So now I have more ends to do in, but that's all right. Anyway, it's finished off. I had enough yarn to finish it. I just had this little bit left over. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe keep it for something, striped something. I don't know. We'll see. And that'll be that. So it's still going to turn into a cowl. So it'll be still be nice and close fitting, but it'll be a little bit more decorative, and it used up all the yarn. I really like the stitch. I could just sit here and play with this all day long, just like an accordion kind of thing. I really, really like it. So definitely more of this mistake rib in my future for next year for more projects. I'm just gonna take a peek at the chat. Um okay, there's obviously a big question going on because I see Nikki saying, I didn't know it would taste the same. I'm like, okay. I always obviously missed the previous comments. I know Jocelyn, yes, Jocelyn says, I'm so excited you have a finish. I am so excited I have a finish too. This is going to go into the Christmas box. And we'll see. Oh, 2 or 4 buttons. That would look good. Yeah, I know, Liz. I don't know why I somehow thought, well, I know what my thought process was. Put 2 here and then put 1 here to tack it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Either 2 or it needs to be 4. Yeah. I think just 2. I think I'll just do 2. I could do 4 because I have lots of those buttons, but oh, and thank you. Oh, Natalie, it was did you how was your day? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Amber, you missed the winning yarn? Jam cookie. I can't remember which one you voted for. Oh, Natalie, your son got hurt. Oh my goodness. How is he? Hopefully not too serious. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. So, anyways, I haven't finished, you guys. I am so excited. I have cookies, of course. I know, Amber. That's why I think everybody was. Oh, you voted for cookies? I know everybody voted for cookies just because of the name. Good marketing tactic, really, right? So, anyways, I'm going to put the buttons on this tonight. I'm calling it a finish, even though it's not closed, because it'll only take me half an hour of a Christmas movie, maybe. We'll see. Probably what is going to take me the longest is to find my darning needle that will fit through the holes on the button, right? And I have used these before on something, so I know I have one around here. It's just finding it. So I will probably take this short. Oh, it's only a worsted weight, so I'll just do a single strand of this, and then I will just put these buttons on. So that will be that. I'm really, really tempted to keep it, but it might just go in the Christmas box. We'll see. It's really pretty yarn, and I know 2 people I have in mind that I think would pick this out of the Christmas box if it was in there. So that is that. So a finish I worked on. Okay, Christmas socks. Might as well talk about this right now. And okay, so Natalie said, "Oh, oh my goodness, Natalie." Okay, so Natalie said her son will be okay. Good. And but then your car was vandalized. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I had a really crappy day too, but nothing like that, Natalie. So, oh my goodness. Well, Natalie, we are hoping everything works out for your son and tomorrow can only be a better day. Oh, Sherry said you could use the bead threader to sew the buttons on. Oh, that's a great idea, Sherry. That's a good idea. I may just do that. Natalie, your UPS package says delivered, but no PS truck was there. Oh my word, Natalie. You did have a day. Okay. Well, I hope right now you are relaxing and you are just yeah, we're sending you some good happy vibes to end your day and to go to bed on a little bit better note. Okay. Eric's Christmas socks are what do I want to say? What do I want to say? This is still sock one, so that basically tells you what I want to say. I was gonna say it's not looking good for these socks, you guys, but we'll see. I have made an executive decision. I'm ripping this heel up. I did go and look. Somebody said, was it maybe Sally? Somebody told me last week about Roxanne Richardson. Um, that isn't so funny. She did a video probably what now about 3 weeks ago on the German heel. And then I think last week when we were chatting about it, she had also put out another video within like a couple days ago talking about some questions she had gotten on it. So I saw I didn't watch them. I saw them that they were there, but I thought, nope, I want to continue on with this heel. I'm going to try it myself, figure out what I think of it for my own opinion, and then I'm going to go listen to her and see what she has to say. And so now I'm going to go listen to her, and maybe I'll find that I probably should have listened to her beforehand because I'm not sure if I just started with the wrong number of stitches, even though that is what the book told me to do, because I can't remember where I was last week. I think did I have the heel done? So there's my heel flap. There's that faux seam stitch that does give you that little bit of a ridge inside, which I don't know. The jury's kind of out, right? Like it's me. It's not that. Um, it's probably not that bad that it's going to be really, really annoying unless you're super sensitive. But I don't know. It's there, and I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. And there was the heel turn, but I only had to like decrease one time on either side. So I really have no gusset. So I don't know. Anyways, just in the the attempt to get this actually finished for Christmas, I'm just going to pull it back out. I have spent like 2 weeks on this heel, picking it up, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. I'm going to pull the whole thing out. I'm going back. I'm just going to do my tried and true heel flap and gusset, just a regular old heel flap and gusset, just so I can get these socks hopefully done. And then I will maybe look at it again. I'll go listen to her video and see what she says. I do like the pearl stitches on the side just for decorative purposes. It is just something a little different. And I showed it to somebody in my guild, and Kathy, she said she does that on all her socks, anyways, no matter what the heel is. Adds the edge of the heel flap is two knit stitches, and then it's two pearls. So, anyways, that was that. So this is a bit of a time crunch, so I'm not going to waste any more time on it. So I'm going to go back and do something different on it. Oh, okay. So Val's saying yes, that she did do the videos, and oh, so she's going to write up a pattern for it. Okay. Well, I will go now that I've had a little bit of experience with it. I will go listen and see what she says about it, and then I will make an informed decision if I do it again. I don't know. Right now, I'm not seeing any super exciting benefits out of it, so that may change though. But I'm gonna try and get them finished. So it's going to go back, rip it out, restart the heel flap, and carry on. See how much I get done on this. Let me tell you though, going from a 7 millimeter and a 9 millimeter down to a 2.25. Oh, it is a lot of difference in there. A lot of difference in there. And my other Christmas socks, I just brought them up to show you them to you because they have had nothing done on them. This one here, the heel is all turned. My gusset stitches are decreased away, so now it's just round and round knitting. So this sock has a potential of being finished sitting here, and it's got the leg done, waiting for a heel. So I haven't decided. I may just do a heel flap and gusset again on that, or maybe a short row just for something a little different, but something that I know how to do just so I can get it done speedy, speedy. So that is that on Christmas socks. Nothing really too much to show you, only ripping out and backtracking. But that kind of goes with the territory sometimes, doesn't it? And that's okay. It was the German heel. It was interesting. It was a fun little experiment. And we'll see if I come back to it or not. The other thing I can show you, what I've really, really have been wanting to work on, and I this one's almost out of reach, but I haven't, just because this is a really nice, relaxing knit, is this shawl. So I may see if I can get a little bit more work on this done before the end of the year. But that's what I've got. Just nice garter stitch and crescent shape, eyelets for increases, really nice rhythmic, relaxing knitting. So after my non-sock progress, I may just have to sit and knit a little bit on something that I can just don't think and just know I'm making some progress. So that may get some knitting done on it too. So that really, I think, has been all most of my knitting because I really wanted to get that cowl done. And because I think it is going to go into the gift box as well. So it is, I'm all about Christmas knitting right now. So I think that's partly why that shawl I'm wanting to knit on that is because I'm not supposed to. All of these things like Eric's Christmas socks, it's like the pressure that I put on myself. And I'm joking, right? Because like I put no pressure on myself, but there's just thinking, are you guys like this? As soon as you have to do something, then all the fun goes away out of it, right? So that's why I want to cast on hats that I don't have to gift, but I want to because sometimes I like I like giving gifts when people aren't expecting it. Then it's just I find that those I don't know, it's more exciting. Just doing some extra things for people that aren't looking for gifts. Okay, I kind of lost track here. So, anyways, I think I will just cast this on right now. So, as far as the rest of my Christmas knitting is going, I've got a couple pairs of socks that I want to have a fair amount done. I don't know. Will I get them done in time for Christmas? Maybe, maybe not. We'll wait and see. There's still a few days. I don't need to panic too much yet. So we'll see. But I would like to get some more hats done to top up my Christmas box, and those will be gifts for Christmas Day. So just really, really focused knitting, not panic knitting yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm envisioning this weekend is going to be late nights, Friday and Saturday, watching Christmas movies and getting a bunch of knitting done because this weekend I'm actually have a very, very full weekend visiting with people. So it's not going to be a lot of knitting during the day. It's just going to be in the evenings. So we'll see how I make it with the socks. Fingers crossed. All right. Hi, Nita. I'm going to take a look here into the chat and see what you guys have been chatting about. Oh, Nita. Oh, Nita received something from Liz. That's lovely. Oh, oh, Amber, you're working on sister-in-law socks for Christmas. Fantastic. Are you on sock 1 or sock 2? Now, Amber, I have no fear that oh, your coffee date sock pattern has a garter panel down the side, um, from cuff to toe that runs to the side of the heel flap. Oh, that's fun. And gusset and wraps around the toe. Oh, that would be really cute, Nikki. Oh, Sam, you're having I keep freezing for onion. Okay, well, hopefully, I'm not sure if that's on my end, Sam, or your end. On my end, it's not telling me I have a bad connection or anything. So hopefully it smartens up for you, Sam. Oh, Nikki says, also, I have my first Advent sock. Oh, yes, by Natalie Remembrance Pottery. I think Liz, did Liz get hers done? I think it was Liz. I saw your picture in the Facebook group, the Fiber Friends. That is exciting. You guys are getting the first socks done. They look so, so fun. Oh, Val's asking me, what is my Christmas box for? Oh, okay. So my Christmas box, what I decided I don't know how long I've been doing it. So there's really cute trunk box that I think I got at Winners or Home Sense or something. And it's Christmas, I don't know, Santa's, I think, is on it. And so what I do is I just put things in there. Whatever, dishcloths, hats, cowls, whatever I have finished. And then I take it to Christmases, and then everybody can just pick something out of it. And I like that a lot better than actually knitting for somebody and then wrapping it up and giving it to them because then you never know, right? Like, what if they don't like the color? What if they don't like this or that? So this way, I just do all the knitting and then everybody can go through and they can pick what they like. And it is really, really fun seeing people like what they pick, right? And then because I kind of in the back of my head already know what if I was to wrap them and give them who I would give things to. So then to see who picks what. Because in my mind, I have a couple people that I think I would give this to. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually pick it or not. So anyways, it's just a little extra. So um it's not part of the gift exchange, it's just something completely extra. So I thought I would just throw some hats in there too. Oh, Mr. Dress Up's tickle trunk. Oh my goodness, I haven't thought of Mr. Dress Up in a really long time. You're right. It is just a goodie box, really, filled with knitted things. Oh, so Liz, what is that? As in, I did not knit the Advent sock. So that wasn't your picture? Oh, it wasn't you? Who was it? Okay. Well, I'll have to go back and look. Anyways, I saw somebody, Nick, I don't think was it yours? With, well, maybe it was. I don't know why I was thinking. I don't. Anyways, Nikki, it was probably yours then, and it looked absolutely lovely. I know I saw Cheryl's on Saturday when we did the Fiber Friends podcast, and she had a good start on hers, and she had because she's so super busy with her shop, people getting in last minute orders for she's been sewing like crazy, so she didn't keep up with her Advent sock, but maybe she'll get caught up. But anyways, it looks really, really fun. And I love that. I mean, Natalie, I know Natalie from Remembrance Pottery, and she's super, super nice, amazing potter as well. And, yeah, these Christmas socks that she does every year are so, so fun, and I love how she has a little blurby about each of the stitch patterns and how it links into the Nutcracker. Really, really fun. Okay, so Nikki, yeah, you put that's I saw it on the Fiber Friends. I have no Oh, so Anne, you saw n okay, it must have been Oh, Sandy posted, Sally said. Maybe it was Sandy's that I saw. I think it was Sandy, Nikki, sorry. I'll have to go back and look at yours. Anyway, there yeah, a lot of fun. Hi, Sam. On Thursday at Running Club, can Oh, yeah, 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 so you guys all on Sam is on the countdown now to New Year's Eve and her first official cast on for her own personal dishcloth challenge. She is trying to do 200 dishcloths in 2023. So that's exciting. Sure, Sam, I can pick a pattern for you on Thursday. Do you want a really hard one, like a super motivating, challenging one to kick off, or do you want something simple, relaxed knitting just to ease you back in? Oh, Liz, you finished a cowl. I did see that. Oh, and Sandy's is what we saw. Okay, so how did we all miss Nikki's then? Okay, I have to go back and look. Okay, I cast on a bunch of stitches. I think I did too many, maybe. Let me see. 10. Not quite enough. Okay, couple more. 42, 43, 44. Okay, okay. Lots of tail left over. Okay, so 44. Now I'm just going to start ribbing. Oh my gosh, I had to stop and think there for a second. Ribbing or mistake ribbing? Mistake ribbing hat would be fun. Maybe I'll do a mistake rib hat. Um, oh no, Val, you're having sound problems again. Oh shoot. Sam, oh no, Sam wants a simple pattern. Okay, I'm good with a simple pattern. And okay, so Sally, I should say, now that I'm going to join this in the round, Sally, when I woke up this morning, I had a message from Sally, and Sally had sent me an Instagram reel about joining your work in the round. It was a Patty Lyons video, a reel that she had done on Instagram. And it was about joining in the round. And if you twist it and if you catch it on the first round, you can untwist it. Now, I'm really interested to try this because we'll see if I twist this time. Now that I want to twist it, I probably won't. Um, every once in a while, I still twist when I join in the round, even though I try not to. I don't know. Sometimes it does just get twisted. And I think sometimes even when you oh, no, Sherry, not quite. Um I think even when you're like looking at all your stitches and making sure you've got the top of the stitch on top of the cable all the way around, you might have it all perfect and no twist in it. But when you pick up your working yarn, and if you're pulling it around to the front or the back of the needle, getting it situated, that could twist this end stitch. So you're actually twisting it without really realizing you are. And that could be where your twist comes in to play. So her video showed that when you come back, so if you're working all the way around and you get to the last few stitches and you can see where your stitches twist around the cable. And so what she said was right here, so this strand of yarn, that's the only thing joining your work. And so she just flipped her needle. I think she flipped her needle under it, and she just, like, put her needle under I don't know, I may have to watch it again. Anyways, and she says it works. And she's just like, "How did we all not know this?" Because I know I have tried to untwist before, and maybe I didn't do it in the right spot because I don't know as ever if I ever tried to do it under just one strand of yarn. Sometimes I would just twist it and then there would just be a little twist there, but if you were only on your first round, it wasn't really all that noticeable and just kept going. But I've never oh, Nikki said that you've done that for years when I twist my cast on. See, and I think I don't know, as I just never typically notice it on the first round and not must not be paying that close of attention. Anyways, yeah, it's something, yeah, some people probably have been doing it forever and don't know why it's such a big revelation to those of us who had never who never did it before. So anyways, there you go. If you do twist, catch it on the first round and you can untwist it and carry on and not have to cast on again. So that was a nice little um what's that? Um I want to say inspiration, not really inspiration, but hopeful news, right? That there's you don't necessarily have to pull it out and cast on again. Oh, Liz has always done it too. Yeah, there you go. Well, there for the rest of us who've never ever done it before, it can be done. So, anyways, had it started. So Sherry asked about. I think I will try and do this mistake rib. Oh, except I didn't start the right way. I'm gonna backtrack this. So what you do there with it in the round, you have just a multiple of 4 stitches, but you are starting differently. I think you are starting with the knit one. Knit 1, purl 2, and then okay, let me see. Knit 1, purl 2, then go knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2 until you get to the end where you're gonna end with a knit 1. Don't quote me on that. But I know it's an even number and you're just starting, you don't start knit 2, purl 2. Sorry, it's not real super, super helpful. Um, oh, Cheryl said definitely some glitching going on tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Cheryl, how are your socks coming along? I'm gonna backtrack this because I think I will do this in mistake rib, but I'm gonna double check, or at least I need to sit and think about it for a second when I'm not talking and reading to make sure I start the right way. Um, so Cheryl, are you still sewing super, super lots, or have you had a chance to work some on your socks? Hi, Wendy. How are you? What are you working on tonight? Okay. So cast on. So I can say it's officially started, and we'll see how quick I can get this knit. Maybe, maybe by tomorrow night, maybe can finish it. Okay, I'm gonna set it aside until I can figure out. I think I will do the mistake rib because that would be fun. I was just gonna do plain knit 2, purl 2, but I think let's be super adventurous and let's try the mistake rib on this one. That'll be super exciting. Good stuff. So, what else? So how was everybody else with their Christmas knitting? Are you getting close to being done? Anybody like me going to be staying up super super late the next 2 weeks? Who is in which side? Um Almost done? Still a long ways to go. um Oh, Wendy, making a crocheted scrap blanket for a twin bed. Oh my gosh, that's a big project. Wendy, yours has been done for about a week? That's fantastic. Amber, oh, you're almost done. Just get, oh, you're almost done the socks? That is awesome. Cheryl, oh, I'll aside for your last minute. Sophie scarf. That's right. Ha- That'll be a quick knit though, right? So who else? I know. Every year, every once in a while, I think, oh my gosh, you know, maybe I shouldn't knit for Christmas, but then I always do. I think the closer it gets to Christmas, the more excited I get at gifts. And then I think, oh, I can add a few more hats. Wendy, so you got all your Christmas knitting done, so now you're working on things for you. That's exciting. Jocelyn, you'd like to finish this pair of bulky mitts for your niece. Oh, your niece's boyfriend. Nice. Totally forgot he's with us on Christmas, so should get a gift. Yes. But bulky mitts should go quick, right? Um, oh, Suzanne got a twin side and have a queen blanket. Okay. Hi, Diane. Christmas knitting done 2 months ago. Oh my gosh. I need to take some tips from you. So when did you start? Like way back in the summer? Or do you start in January and kind of do your Christmas knitting all year long? I always think that sounds like a good idea. And sometimes I'll start something in January and then that's all I do. And then I kind of totally lose that whole Christmassy feel and yeah, and then just get distracted by other things. I always have good intentions. Wendy, you start Christmas knitting in January. Okay. Yeah, I know that's really what I should do, isn't it? Oh, Jocelyn, okay, the rest of your gifts are crocheted, which goes faster. Yeah. My niece Lauren, she sent me a picture yesterday. She was learning to crochet and she had done, I'm guessing it was going to be a scarf. It was blue, it was about this wide, and it was long. So I'm guessing it was going to be a scarf. She was really liking it. She said she didn't know what she liked better, knitting or crocheting. So I think that's really fun that she Um, was, doing the crocheting stuff, so that's really fun. Diane, all year long and do extra gifts when doing challenges with the group. Oh, you are see, I know, I need to be a little more focused with my Christmas knitting. Oh, well, maybe there's always next year, but I say that every year, so who knows? Oh, and you're unknotting your nephew's hat, but he probably won't get it for a while. Oh, shoot. So, yeah, so I saw you had said you were unknitting, right? When do you oh, so you like to take your time and don't get stressed. I make up make my whole family 20 people. That's a lot. Yes, so um, you really do, yeah, need the whole year then if you're doing for 20 people, right? Um Oh, Jocelyn. Oh, you love both, so both the knitting and the crocheting? Yes, give you such different finishes, so lovely. Yeah, it's all about what you like the look of, right? The texture. And crochet's a lot faster. I don't know. I always, someday, yeah, maybe someday I'll do more crocheting. I don't know. I always like the look of knitting better. And, but we'll see. So Sam, you want a easy pattern? That's what you wanted, right? So we'll see what we can get for you on Thursday. You'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah, see how your wrist is doing, right? So yeah, I just attempted to do that, Sherry. So we'll see. Okay, got you. So that's what. So Suzanne, so Okay. So switching the bed size. So now you need to do an Afghan to um fit the new bed, right? There's a good project. Oh, did you, Amber? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to do it on the sun too. So I think we probably did. Oh, yeah. All right. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're almost at our hour. So, okay. So, so as far as Christmas knitting, it sounds like it's right track all year long. I like that. I need to be a little more diligent. Maybe that's my word is diligent. And we'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna work on hats. I'm gonna work on some hats and see what I get done for this week. And poor Eric's sock. I really want to have that done for him for Christmas Eve. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. And hopefully I once I get it pulled out and back on track, I'm sure it'll super, super quick. Yes, Jocelyn, I was checking my calendar today and Jocelyn and I are chatting again Thursday night. So if you guys are looking for another knit night for about an hour and a half, Jocelyn and I always seem to chat about an hour and a half. You guys will get a little uninterrupted knitting time and we'll see. We'll catch up with a little bit more on what Jocelyn's doing. Maybe Jocelyn, you'll have the mittens done. You'll have to let us know if you're finished or not by Thursday night. All right, everybody. Happy knitting. Yes, Wendy says stay safe, happy knitting, and happy crocheting. So we will see you guys all Thursday night and have a great week of knitting. Hopefully, everybody is getting some finishes or some close to finishes, especially if they're Christmas knits. Okay, everybody, have a great week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for voting. I'm super happy to be casting on Jam Cookie. I think this is going to be so fun. And I will yeah, update it. What is Eric Ann saying? Hope you can get the sock done so Eric isn't known as poor Eric. I know, Eric. Oh, Sam, you're in St. Mary's on Saturday. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, everybody, have a good night. Get a little bit more knitting done, and maybe there's still time for a Christmas movie before you go to bed. See you guys all Thursday night with Jocelyn. Happy knitting. Bye.